rather of saying, well, you're wrong because of this data or this point or that point. No, their go-to is, well, you hate Brian, or you're a fake flat earther, or you're a shill, or you're a racist. Why is that? Why is that like their gut reaction in the way to deal with me when I critique their points? Kind of weird. You know what that's called? Do you know what that's? Yeah, do you know what that's called, bro?
I swear, please don't say bulverism.
Yeah, it's called bulverism.
I knew it.
There's other words that mean similar things, but bulverism is just a good one because it really pisses people off for obvious reasons.
Oh, by the way, when you said Neil likes to stir the pot or whatever, are we talking about Joe Pesci Neil, or are we talking about the Canadian Neil with the beard?
Dude, Neil Consternation. Oh,
okay, yeah, Joe Pesci. He's supposed to come to my.
Dude. No, bro. Have you ever seen the TV show called Person of Interest? If not, you should watch it. I promise you, if you watch the first episode of the TV show,
is that with Jim Caviezel or whatever his name is?
Yes, Jim Cantaloupe.
Yeah. I love that show, man.
Wait, is he the guy that wears that black rimmed hat and like?
It was, the guy that played Jesus.
That's justified, dude. Dude, Person of Interest is about a billionaire who was responsible for developing an artificial intelligence that sees through every camera. Yeah, why not? Why isn't it flat, bro? Yeah, nice try. Why not?
If it's not flat, then it has to be round. So because it's not flat, it's round.
Okay, so you're just making logical fallacies. Logical fallacies and insults. Good job, bro.
You can't even pronounce that word correctly, buddy.
Listen, you interrupted me talking about. You interrupted me, bro, talking about one of the greatest TV shows in the history of mankind to do a bunch of logical fallacies and insults. Are you kidding, bro? Okay, listen, the Earth is flat, bro.
You can't pronounce it. You're an idiot. You think the Earth is flat. The Earth is not flat.
Okay, so give us your claim of why it's not flat, then.
Yeah, it's round, therefore it's not flat.
Okay, so did you know that a penny is round and flat? So nice try.
Yeah, what about a washer? What, pennies aren't round?
He owned you, bro. He just owned the fuck out of you. It's round and flat. You didn't fucking see that one coming. Curveball, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Is not round.
Well, wait a second. No, you're an idiot. You think round and flat are mutually exclusive. That's retarded.
They are.
Okay, so pennies don't exist.
Yeah, penny. Well, hey, dude. Penny, they stopped. Listen, bro. They stopped. Listen, brother. They stopped minting the penny. Therefore, the Earth is a globe. Is that your argument?
No, the pennies aren't flat, idiot.
Yeah, they are, Holmes.
They're curved. They're curved.
Get it together, bro.
By the way,
they have a curved side and a flat side. Two flat sides.
No, how could it be flat?
No,
that doesn't make sense.
They don't have three surfaces. You're lying.
How can a?
Well, they do have a relief. Listen, you're correct, sir. Listen, friend, I understand what you're getting at here. So the Lincoln head that's on the penny is technically a relief. So it is a little bit of a protrusion on the surface. But the protrusion on the surface doesn't change the orientation of the flat plane of the coin upon which the protrusion is placed. So yes, sir, you are correct that there is a relief. There is a relief on one face of the coin, and that is perpendicular. Hold on, brother. That is perpendicular to the circle of the coin. So those are two different axes. So you can be flat on one axis and curved on a different axis. Hey, listen, I know it's hard for you to understand that you're not the smartest one in the room. Yeah, but yes, you can have a circle.
I went to math competitions. I can understand it. I think you don't need to with people because they disagree with you.
Oh God.
I disagree.
No, dude, he's disagreeing. He's disagreeing with circles. He's basically saying circles. Yeah, dude, let me ask you this. If you draw a circle, bro, pay attention. No, you pay attention. I know it's hard for you.
Fingers flat. Why won't you?
Six times you've said fingers are flat. We all heard it. I counted. 6 times you said that.
No,
Dude, how long do you want me to entertain you just talking through everybody? So let's
I'm just
help you out
explaining
here.
to you the.
Yeah, boom. So let me help out the audience and you, since you're too dumb to help yourself. Draw a circle on a piece of paper and cut it out. You now have a flat piece of paper in the shape of a circle. It's circular in one axis and flat in a different axis. Okay, but you came in here thinking you were going to clown on us because we think the Earth is flat, or know the Earth is flat, or has concluded the Earth is flat after direct tests that we experience with our own life. Because you are going to come in here and tell us that a circle can't be flat when that's literally what a circle is.
Well, yeah, you can wrap leather around a ball to make a basketball. It's a flat leather surface to make a ball, right?
No, it was flat, and then once you wrap it around, it's no longer flat.
Christ. Lord forgive me, but holy cow, really?
Dude, these are the mental gymnastics Glovers have to do, bro. They have to deny reality.
Yeah, I mean, there's dummies coming in here thinking round and flat are mutually exclusive. That shit's retarded.
They don't even fucking understand.
What
general
what am I not
principles.
understanding by jumping in here? Like what do I need to know? I'm coming in here with general understanding of the way the universe works. Beyond that, what do I need to know?
Dude, go through the ABCs. When you get to the letter O, stop and tell me how not flat the letter O is on the sheet of paper.
I'm not arguing. It is quite O-ish. Yeah.
But wait, this is a different guy now, isn't it?
No, same guy.
Correct.
Wait, you said you had an understanding of how the universe works? The universe is made 95% of dark energy and matter. What is that?
Wait, what?
See, that's what I don't see. That's like a big fucking claim.
You said you had an understanding of how the universe works. I'm asking, what is dark matter? Dark matter and energy make up 95% of the universe.
I don't think that the universe is made up of 95% dark matter.
Mainstream science says it is. Then you're bringing your own universe to the debate. Okay,
I am. Yeah, dude.
He's allowed to do that. By the way,
they look into the abyss with the Hubble telescope. And they're like, wait a minute, this doesn't fucking make sense. It's not our. It's not our fucking it's not our models that are wrong. It's the observable bullshit that's wrong, and I'm not too convinced about that.
Yeah, you know what model is wrong, my friend? Let me explain. It's very simple. So, all of this stuff requires the Earth to be a globe. All these ideas that they have about the nature of the universe relative.
Let's begin from that. It does.
Hey, how about we begin? How about we begin from I get to finish at least one sentence? How about that?
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
So, the Earth has to be a ball for all of their stories, okay? And if it's a ball, it has to be. Yeah, Earth has to be a ball. Okay. That's the point I'm making. So, if it's a ball, it has.
Gravity is what needs. Yeah, I agree.
Whatever, dude. So, if it's a ball, it has to be curved. Okay, and that means the water has to be curved around it. But when you go out and measure the water's flat. So it's not curved.
Yeah,
it's flat.
I live on Lake Ontario, so I did it myself.
You did what?
I saw exactly what I would expect to see. Boats
What's that?
Disappearing.
Oh my goodness! I thought you were going to say you saw curved water, but you didn't. What you said was I couldn't see the bottom of the boat. That's not the same as curved water.
You can't see.
You're right. You can't.
Can you?
Oh, hey friends. He can't see curved water when he goes out and looks at the water. Good job, friend. Earth's flat.
It would always appear level to you. Yes.
Oh, well, I mean, we could unpack the shit out of that, but I don't think he would.
Well, that's why I can't see.
I agree. You know why? Because it is.
Well, right. I mean, it is. And we can expound on that, but it's.
Well, yeah. Would you like to? I would, if you don't mind.
You would like to expound how?
I have the time. I got nothing else to do.
Do it.
All right. If I take 5,000 individuals and I'll place them a half a mile away from each other, So that would be 2,500 miles of just individuals all being
Let's
a
say a
half
few
mile
meters. I
away.
understand. A few thousand meters, fine. Sure.
That's why I said a
don't.
half a mile.
Yeah, it's a hypothetical.
Yeah. Everybody's immediate vicinity would be flat and horizontal if they're in the middle of the fucking Indian Ocean, right?
In your
Oh,
ideology,
how many?
correct. Yes.
Well, no,
Mine,
you just said that
no.
You just said we will never see curved water. The water is always going to be horizontal for every single observer at all times, always.
No. What I said is it would appear to be horizontal. Not that it was.
Well, no. I mean, it's literally how spirit levels were even invented, based off how water acts. Water finds its level and keeps its level while it's at rest.
I
What are you
understand.
talking about?
That's where we disagree.
Okay, so curved water. Do you have a picture of this curved water? Can you demonstrate curved water at rest? No. So now you're just making shit up.
Anything that I would give you, you would say is doctor.
Try us.
What do you mean?
I could give you examples of what's seen from space, even recently from Red Bull, right? Which has nothing to do with NASA, but their space jump. You would say no.
What the
Or
Red Bull? Oh, that guy just died, by the
but
way.
you know what? With the Rebel one, I think I agree with you because that's a fisheye lens. That's a fisheye lens.
You seem to be working on the assumption that things seen from space are not just CGI or AI, which is kind of the problem.
Well, if you have an image from space,
that's kind of like what I'm alluding to. Yeah, there must be something that is real, right?
No, not from space. Not from what you claim space. You claim space is an empty
Red Bull
vacuum.
wasn't in space. It was 128,000 feet. Goodness gracious me!
Wait, you're telling me that
And admittedly,
no way
admittedly used GoPro lenses which distort horizontal
I'm talking about this
lines.
being from reality, not from space. Reality.
Yeah, the Red Bull jump. You appeal to the Red Bull jump footage, right?
Is. Like, you can brand this however you want. Like, I'm just looking for like what reality is.
Yeah, okay. So go out and use your eyeballs, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Okay. So where did you go to see curvature with your eyeballs?
I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's a waste. It's worth my time to do that.
You'll never find it, so it would be a waste of time.
I will argue with you, but I do not think it's worth my time to go and perform these perfunctory experiments that we know like, there is no.
So you would agree that your globe has to curve at a certain radius, right? At a certain rate. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I would agree with that. Yes, I would.
Okay,
I would agree with that. Yeah. Yep.
Lord.
Do you have measurements that this curve exists in reality?
Sorry, measurement? It would be exactly what the scientists 6,000 years ago defined it to be. Or at least within that 10%.
So that's a no, basically. It's your long way of saying no. You don't have such measurements.
I don't have it. No, it's just
okay. That's all I asked. Thank you. You said no. That's all I asked for. Thank you. That's all I asked for. You said no.
Okay.
Oh, good Lord.
Yep.
No, because even when Globers claim they measure the Earth, they're claiming they measure it flat, and then they apologize for measuring it flat by chanting the term tangent
Are you okay?
plane. So what the fuck are you even talking about, dude?
I disagree.
How is Earth measured?
Many different ways.
Name one.
Circumference, diameter.
You're just saying words. What's the process to measuring the Earth? How do you do it?
Well, if you want to measure the Earth's circumference, that's one thing to do. The diameter is a different one.
How do you
how do you measure the Earth's circumference?
Well, what you gotta do is you gotta take Ricky Bobby, you get him little stand there. He just walks.
So you don't
straight line,
you don't have an actual answer.
the entire way around the whole world.
He's brainwashed. It's okay. You can chat GPT if you want.
Yeah, that's never happened. So according to you, the Earth's never been measured. Good claim, bro.
So how do you think it's been done?
No, the Earth is measured as a horizontal plane.
Well, you seem to have a claim that it's been measured in some way. So what's your claim?
Yeah, absolutely. It's called latitude, you donkey.
Right?
Hey, hold on, bro. Don't draw first blood on the insults. The other guy really wasn't being too insulting.
What's the basis for latitude?
True. Your elevation angle to Polaris derives your latitude.
Well, dude, you got to explain to me how we how we communicate to other people, how things work.
Yeah, you take an elevation angle to Polaris, and that derives your latitude in the northern latitudes. In the south, it gets a little wonky. We can go over that. You're not ready for that part yet. But anything north of the equator,
it does get wonky in the south. I'll accept that.
Yeah, anything north of the equator, whatever your elevation angle to Polaris is, will give you your circle of equal elevation around Polaris, and that will give you your circle of latitude, because latitude is just derived as circles of equal elevation.
So is that what determines what exists in our world, or how we navigate it?
Well, can you define what an elevation angle is first and foremost?
I don't think I can. Nor should I.
Well, I mean, yeah, fair enough. I mean, it wasn't your claim; it's mine. I mean, I can define it for you if you want.
I think I would like you to do that.
Yeah. An angle of elevation is a point of interest above the horizontal plane that the observer is standing on. So, in other words, you have a horizontal plane of reference to an object above the horizontal plane of reference.
And I'm just happy that we can talk. Yeah, well, fair enough.
Do you know what an angle is? Just an angle in and of itself?
It's not
two straight lines meeting at a vertex?
Yes. A lot of time I misspell that, but yes, I do know what geometry is.
Yeah, Euclidean geometry.
Yes.
Yeah, Euclidean geometry requires planes of reference.
Well, but they can be internal points of reference. But yes, you're right.
Well, yeah, but an elevation angle exclusively requires a horizontal plane of reference for an object above the horizontal to make an angle to.
I am very pleased with what I've experienced beyond the rest. This is very good. It's very good.
What are you drinking tonight?
It's just wine.
Okay.
Grigio, yeah, Peller Estate. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not disparaging you, dude. I'm actually drinking a little bit of wine myself. I used for tomato sauce I made today. That's kind of. I had to go buy tons.
I am a wine.
When I drink wine, it makes me spit up. It makes me spit fireballs.
I used to
have bad acid reflux.
And then I learned to embrace the alcoholism.
It's never a good thing.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that good, does it?
No, alcoholism is not a thing to be proud of. It's a crutch.
Okay.
That's why I get jealous of stoners and potheads, because like they can smoke their body weight in weed every day.
And they don't seem to give a fuck, do they? Yeah.
Well, it's something they don't give a fuck. They just don't murder people when they drive cars.
But they also seem to live happy lives.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I know a lot of potheads that are absolutely miserable.
It's the way to be, I have to say.
It is a way to be, indeed.
Yeah, but I will say I take umbrage when people say that they're not addicted to marijuana. Like my brother, for instance, he hasn't not been stoned since like 2006. Now, if I was to go to his house and confiscate all his weed and then lock him up in a closet for 3 days, he would fucking kill himself.
Oh, he would kill you before you take away his weed.
Yeah, well, but he's not addicted, so why would he try to murder me if I took away his weed? Because he's addicted to it.
It would become a mortal struggle between two brothers. And I think that could be televised.
It's actually just not that serious, to be honest. Like, it's not like an alcoholic. If you take away an alcoholic's liquor, they like shake and get all fucked up and they get fucking mad and blah blah blah. Weed people, like, you know, you can, if you're just like a normal heavy weed smoker, you can take a tolerance break, and people do it all the time because otherwise they end up spending an arm and a leg on
You
weed.
have no idea what you're talking about with when it comes down to like
Interesting point, brother.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
What we witness in here is people lose their minds. They shake. They can't control themselves when we take their globe away.
Here.
Yeah, I mean, they're globaholics, man.
No, but I do. I like, in all seriousness, I think people that are, you know, extreme, which I don't have a problem with, dude. I get jealous. I can't smoke pot because when I smoke pot, I get paranoid. Like, I'm peeking through my
I'm the
blinds.
same way. I
think
don't do it.
everybody in the store is watching me. So I just not. But I also have obsessive compulsive disorder. So when I get stoned, it kind of really.
Cocaine is so much easier to deal with than pot is.
No, cocaine is fucking like I did coke once, like probably 14 years ago. And
all right, listen. I was trying to be subtle.
Make me nervous.
So move the topic. Yeah, move the topic on. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying cocaine's not good either. You don't want to mess with that. But yeah, no, the Earth's measured flat. You don't know what an elevation angle is, and that's fair, dude. It's not your fault. You don't know what it is. I didn't know what it was before too. It was fine. The thing is, if I go outside and I take a 32 degree angle of elevation to Polaris, that puts me on 32 degrees north latitude. Okay, so we have the hypotenuse, which is 32 degrees, and we know that.
Hold on a second.
Polaris,
I don't know enough to disprove what you're trying to say. I haven't.
Well, it's nothing.
So, like,
yeah, I'm not really saying this exclusively for you.
This, but, like, fair enough.
Well, I'm just, well, I mean, it's just angles. I take a 34 degree angle of elevation to Polaris.
I can't say that you're wrong there, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, no, but I want to say it's common knowledge. It's not fair to say that because you clearly don't know, so that means it isn't common knowledge.
It's not common knowledge that 34 degrees this way is what we're looking at.
Well, 34 degrees north, because I'd be looking at Polaris, so I'd be facing north.
What is north in the night sky? Nobody knows what that is.
Yeah, it's facing towards Polaris.
Does anybody know what Polaris is in the night sky?
I mean, it's a star that we've designated as Stella Polaris, like in
perhaps I'm being
too
pedantic. Make your point.
Well, all I'm saying is,
you don't know what the North Star is.
Yeah, I mean, because you're clearly Polaris, from the northern latitude. What is it?
I know what the North Star is. I do not know what Polaris is.
Well, Polaris, yeah. Wait. Okay, so I'm confused. You don't know that the other name for the North Star is Polaris?
I can identify. Yeah, that's exactly correct. Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the North Star's name is Polaris.
Look at that.
POL.
Easy.
Apparently. No, right, yeah. No, but when you say you don't know what it is, I'm confused. Like, you don't know like what it's comprised of and what it's made out of and what it feels like?
I got nothing against Polaris. I just don't know what it is.
Oh, well, okay, but you are aware that Polaris and the North Star are the same thing, right?
Yes.
Right. But you don't know, like, the light that is called Polaris, you don't know what that light is what you're saying.
Sorry, what?
The star that's called Polaris, the little blue little pin prick in the sky that we see that's called Polaris, you don't know what it physically is what you're saying? Or you didn't know that the North Star is just another name for Polaris? I'm confused.
I know it's a star.
Okay.
Or do you want?
No. Well, Polaris and the North Star are the same thing. Are we on the same page?
Yeah.
Okay. Because when you said you didn't know what it is, it had me thinking of, like, okay, you don't know, like, what it's made out of, how big it is, how far away it is, what it feels like if you were to touch it, if it's.
Oh, dude, I know. It's a name thing. I know what a star is. Yeah.
Wow. So you didn't. Okay. And again, I'm not making fun of you. I swear. So you just literally didn't know that the North Star and Polaris were the same thing. That's all it is, right?
Yeah, it seems odd to me that they would have we would have two names for the same thing. Seems odd.
Yeah, but the North Star isn't the name of something. That's just a title given to it.
Hold on.
Well,
You know, it's
there is the North Star, then there's Polaris.
Wait. Hold on. Let me just say something real quick. It's common for the same thing to have two different names. Like, for example, you know the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea? I've never had a garbanzo bean on my face.
I really don't know the difference. Is there a difference?
No, it's the same thing.
I see.
And I've never had a garbanzo bean on my face. Get it? No? Maybe?
Yeah. Now, my dog, I have a dog. He's half German Shepherd, half Great Pyrenees. And his name is Spen, S-P-E-N. But really, his name's Fat Boy, because that's what he comes by. Like, because he's a fat piece of crap. So he's like the same entity with two different names.
What does it matter if I fucked it up? I'm an idiot. Continue on.
It doesn't matter. We're moving on. Yeah, Vaxwax is moving on. Trust me. He's getting there.
I lost that. This kid threw me off. As soon as he said, "What is Polaris?" he started, like, I was thinking he was trying to get me to like make a claim about what the stars made.
Dude, who cares? You want to talk about that? Go talk about it somewhere else. Move on with your point, dude.
I think you found yourself in an institution where you found sweet supremacy over the masses behind you, and you wanted to like just hold on to that for a little second longer. That's what I see.
Okay, so anyway, I measure Polaris at 32 degrees. I know that the GP of Polaris, debatable, I get it. Who's been there? I haven't, whatever.
Not debatable.
But every other star in the sky has a ground position, so I'm assuming Polaris has a ground position as well. So if I go to Polaris' ground position, that would be 90 degrees. So that's a 90-degree angle with my 32-degree hypotenuse from my location. So we have 90 and 32. That means there's one angle left.
What the fuck does this mean? Sorry, what?
Yeah, I'm getting there. So you subtract 32 from 90, that gives you 58.
I'm thinking
because a right angle.
This is so far over his head.
Nothing.
Yeah, I know. And I'm just.
I know. No, whatever. No, he's trying to have fucking fun with his career. I understand it.
Have fun with my career. Like, I'm not trying to get on.
Are you telling me your analysis of like this degrees is gonna like fly at a dinner party? I don't think so.
No, but I most certainly am debating on if I'm going to ruin my Thanksgiving or not when my idiot brother comes over with his girlfriend and her dad. I might certainly pull my balls out.
Maybe you need to get a room, dude.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh, Travis, the guy that just claimed the universe is made up of black matter and dark energy. Okay.
Not my claim. That's the mainstream claim.
Don't call him black matter.
Isn't it? No, it's dark matter and dark energy. My bad. I said black matter. You're right. My bad.
Would you call it even dark matter?
Indian matter.
Holy crap, Vaxwax, you going to get to the point where you demonstrate the Earth is flat sometime this year?
Yeah, but then everyone said it was going over his head, so I just kind of gave up on it. You guys know what I'm talking about. What is a right angle triangle? Two acute angles and a 90-degree angle. One angle is 32 degrees to the 90. That can only leave 58 degrees. You do 58 degrees times 60. That gives you your horizontal zenith distance of 3,840 miles. Is that 58 times 60?
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. You don't understand.
No, I followed you halfway through that. I didn't know where you
3,480 miles. Yeah. So I have a straight horizontal zenith distance of 3,480 miles. I just measured the Earth flat for 3,480 miles. You're welcome.
What's that supposed to measure?
Flat. The surface of the Earth.
One way to find out, right?
I guess we should all go on a exciting trek to the North Pole.
Not all of us, only you.
You can do it with other stars. Like I could do it. Like the thing is, if I see Jupiter,
well, hold on. Backtracks. Don't disregard.
Together, but I think you could do it.
Don't disregard. He said if you're correct, you should be able to leave from your observation location and arrive at the ground position of Polaris in the exact amount of miles you just claimed, right? That's what he just said.
Right, yeah. Right. But I mean we all know
So if that's required for your claim, and he seems to think it is, do you have any other examples where that's been validated? For example, a ground position and an observer for example, a ground position and an observer location that you could actually travel to.
Why don't we preempt this? Do you want to do this? I don't think so. You probably don't want to do
Let me go out. Hold on. Let me pull up Sky.
He wants to tell you how the Earth is flat, but rather than just telling you the obvious that the water is obviously flat.
Yeah, right. I don't have the ability to tell you that you don't want to fucking cross the ocean. Maybe you do.
No, I'm just telling you how it's measured. I was going to go out and use a different star that was at my zenith, but I don't have any stars out tonight because it's real foggy and it's been kind of raining today. But you know what, though? That doesn't matter. I can still pull up Sky Map. It's still going to see the stars, whether the clouds are there or not.
I can't say that I support this. I wouldn't be okay with that.
Let's see. Zenith is...
No. I don't want people dying on my behalf, like, proof of fucking, like, half fucking retard bet.
Why would they die, dude? Why would anybody die?
No, people trying to make the journey across an ocean is dangerous.
Oh, okay. Well... If Vaswax just decided, hey, I'm going to get in a rowboat and go across the ocean to get to the ground position of the star I just saw, maybe that'd be foolhardy. But I think if somebody was going to do the trek, they might do it a little more responsible than that, my Holmes.
Well, I mean, the best,
sure that dude, I live in
any sort of this. Go ahead.
I live in North America. I could do the vast, like 90% of my journey on land. I wouldn't have to get in the ocean until
Well, fair enough. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I suppose it would. I would have to I have to make sure that people are disqualified. You know, when they show up, if they're trying to break the rules by jumping.
Right.
Breaking all the rules.
So, wouldn't it be fair then to ask Vaxwex to validate his claim by getting an elevation angle to a star that he knows of the ground position?
Validate whose claim?
From his location. The guy who just told you his claim. So he's not going to the ground position of Polaris anytime soon, right? So he'd have to do a different star, one where he could travel from his location.
Claim is, though.
Yeah, I know you don't know what the claim is.
Well, it's not his fault, Vaxwex. It's you. You're using jargon to him, and you're not breaking it down simpler.
No, I am breaking it down as simply as possible. I form a right angle triangle to the star that has a 90-degree GP, and one of the angles is at 32 degrees. If it's a right angle triangle, that only leaves the other angle to be 58 degrees. You do 58 degrees times 60 nautical miles, because Polaris recesses 1 degree every time you move 60 nautical miles away from it. That's the whole point. But he didn't know what an elevation angle is in the first place anyway, so it's a little bit above him, and it's not me insulting him.
I can't endorse.
He gave a valid critique. You gave a valid critique, which was, unless you go to the GP and prove that the base leg is the miles that you said, then at that case specific observation, you don't actually have a point.
Yeah, I mean, you're not like soft core auto hoaxing the GP of Polaris, are you, AR?
Oh, he gave you a valid critique that you require to prove your case that base leg really does make a right angle. And so when he gave it to you, he was saying that you would have to get the distance from your G.
I don't like it. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it works. It works.
No, listen, dude. When you first critiqued it, you said I
continue to not like it. It's true.
Well, yeah, but your contention was basically the distance from him on the ground to where Polaris was above, which would be the ground position of Polaris. Now, it is true that
more critique, man.
Maybe, but that you only need one thing to critique at a time, dude. Okay, that way you could talk about it. So I then said to get away from that critique, he could validate a ground distance from a star that he could actually reach the GP of. So he could provide one of those as an example.
If you want to do your thing, don't tell me more. If you tell me more, I have to get more involved.
What does that mean?
I wouldn't be able to allow it. And by asking that, I think it's kind of
he's going to call up the government
already. Honestly,
yeah, he's going to call up the government and say Vaxwax is trying to travel to the GP of the
your
North Star.
government is fucked. Your government is really fucked. It is. They don't allow people to fucking.
Are you Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you were Canadian.